I've talked to a number of Democrats who are in Congress during the shutdown and before. I think that right now they are doing the right thing by not allowing the health care of the American people to be put in jeopardy. November 1st, people are going to really start feeling it.
Following breaking news, President Trump has revoked Kamala Harris's Secret Service detail that had been extended by President Biden.
In a letter reviewed by ABC News, the executive memorandum was issued yesterday afternoon. It takes effect on Monday.
She had protection that took her through July 21st, 6 months after leaving office. But there had been some threat assessment and concerns in the closing weeks of the Biden administration, and Joe Biden signed this extension of her protection. President Trump personally signed a letter revoking that. She will lose her protection now, and of course that comes right as she's about to go out on a book tour. What comes with Secret Service protection is not just the people who are around her, but all sorts of things of monitoring, email threats, guarding her home.
This video is for entertainment purposes only. It's satire, baby. That means not real, not CNN, not FOX, not NPR. Just jokes. Keep your lawsuits in the drafts folder. Trump took Kamala's Secret Service right before her book tour. The pettiness. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why would Trump do that? Simple. Pettiness mixed with premium-grade hateration. He probably saw Kamala's book outselling his ghost-written coloring book titled How to Overthrow Democracy for Dummies. He was mad. Kamala be on The View talking about hope and healing, and Trump over here mad because his McFlurry machine was broken again. Let's unpack this presidential pettiness, the book tour drama, and how all of this somehow got tied into a whole government shutdown. Buckle up. It's messy. So picture this. Kamala Harris, fresh out of the White House, curls poppin', heels clickin', and book deal secured. The book? Titled Still I Rise and Also I Laugh, Reflections from the First Black Woman VP. It's not a real book, but it should be. She's out here on a full press tour, showing up on The View, sipping chai with Gayle King, doing podcasts with names like Wokish and Wise. Meanwhile, over at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, Trump sitting in the Oval Office like, she's got security, but not me at the golf course? That's not fair. I want security too. Big security. The biggest. Next thing we know, Secret Service gets a memo that reads, per direct order, cease protection of Kamala Devi Harris, effective immediately. She's got books to sell, not bombs to dodge. Sir, you are not serious. You just mad because she on a press run and you stuck explaining why the government got the lights turned off. Now let me tell you, Kamala's book tour been giving. Okay? First stop, Atlanta. Kamala stepped out in all white like she was headlining a gospel brunch. Second stop, Oakland, baby. She came home and the whole bay turned out. Uncle in a linen suit, aunties with tambourines. She even hit Howard and brought the entire Alpha Kappa Alpha chapter on stage. Pink and green glitter everywhere. But right as she's about to head to Chicago for an interview with Trevor Noah on ICE or whatever new streaming show he got, boom, security gone. Sis got the call like, Madam Vice President, we've been pulled. They said good luck and Godspeed. Kamala was like, what you mean good luck? I'm going to Chicago, on the South Side, in October, alone, chilly, the ghetto. Now, let's get into why Trump pulled her security. Because you know it wasn't about safety. This is the Petty Olympics, and Trump got the gold, silver, and bronze. Word on the Hill is, he saw her book outselling his. He heard her throw shade on 60 Minutes, where she said, and I quote, some people led with chaos. I led with compassion. And she went on Jimmy Fallon and played a game where she had to name 3 presidents she wouldn't go to brunch with and said, Trump, Trump, and, let me think, Trump. So, of course, he said, she thinks she's funny? No security for comedians Petty LaBelle strikes again. But here's where it gets good. Kamala ain't sweated. She showed up to her first book event with her own squad. You ever seen an ex-VP roll up with 2 aunties with folding chairs, an ex-Marine from South Central, and a church usher who do not play? She had a whole black security detail, and they came prepared. One of them had pepper spray and a Bible. Another one just whispered, "I wish somebody would." They said, "Trump took your Secret Service?" Don't worry, we got anti-service. The media had a field day. Fox News was like, imitates breathless anchor. Kamala Harris is now guarded by a former HBCU step team captain. Is this the end of America? Meanwhile, MSNBC out here like, yas, Kamala, protect black women at all costs. And CNN just confused, showing 24/7 footage of a Buick with tinted windows and 3 black grandmas in tracksuits. Oh, and as if that wasn't enough, the government is in a full shutdown right now, like shutdown down, employees on furlough, national parks closed, TSA agents giving you attitude and trauma. Meanwhile, Trump said, "We shut it down because the Democrats won't agree to fund my Freedom Burrito Wall trademark, baby. Ain't nobody worried about your metaphorical Chipotle barrier." And Kamala? She's out here promoting literacy, healing vibes, and stories about her mother making dosas during the civil rights movement. And you mad? Now the Secret Service agents who were guarding her, they on Craigslist like experienced in tactical defense and awkward political events. We'll protect your auntie's retirement party. But you know Kamala didn't panic. Oh no, sis showed up to her next book stop in Philly with her own detail. I'm talking 2 HBCU grads in suits that scream, "Don't try me," a Delta with pepper spray earrings, and a deacon from Third Baptist with a Bluetooth headset and a cane that's actually a taser. One of them whispered, "Bab,"